I'm Natalie and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Natalie Core. This is all about using your core, the thing realigning to the centre of you, really understanding how to move from your centre. Today's session is a bar class to work your pelvic awareness and focus. You might want a chair or something to hold on to. You don't necessarily need one, but if your balance is a little bit on the dodgy side of life, maybe have a chair close by so you can hold it at points if you need to, really for the start of the class, not so much towards the middle or the end. Completely up to you, that one. When you're happy and you're good to go, we're coming into a wide second position. So staying standing. Your feet are nice and wide, using the full length or quite a lot of the length of your mats there. Natural turn of the toes, a soft bend in the knees, not a deep bend, just a soft bend in the knees, hands to hips or hands to prayer, your choice here. Now we straighten legs to come all the way up for 2 counts. We bend down for 2. We take it up for 2 and then down for 2. For time being, exhale to lengthen and then inhale to bend. Exhale to lengthen legs, inhale to bend the knees. Now, like I said at the start of the class, it's about your pelvic awareness today, pelvic focus. So as you're working in the wide seconds, and I'll show you the profile, you want to be watching what your tailbone is doing. So imagine you're up and down, going up and down and wall behind you. If you're going up and down a wall, you'll be going away from what you do this, okay? So any kind of bump going back and arching the spine means you're coming away from the wall behind you. You want to be sliding down and sliding up without the tailbone sticking back. So at any point you find yourself in the anterior pelvic tilt, which is the arching spine, you're doing too much arching and not enough of the lengthening. So again, the back is going up and down, that imaginary wall, so the tailbone is going down to the ground as opposed to behind you there. Keep going here, let's go for 4, let's go for 3, let's go for 2. Next we bend your knees, stay there. So from here you come up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch. Still going up and down that imaginary wall, so still lengthening the tailbone down. Now you can stay high in this movement if your hips feel quite tight. Get deeper if that feels comfortable for you. Okay, so still taking it up an inch, down an inch. Think a length, head, shoulders, and hips in alignment here. Let's go for 4. Let's go for 3. Let's go for 2. Stay down on 1. Your right heel is coming up for 2 counts, and then down for 2 counts. Left heel comes up for 2, and then down for 2. So working into single heel raise. Still drawn into your centre here, so abs and ribs come in, lengthen tailbone down to the ground. If you want to challenge yourself and do both heels together, if you choose both heels, watch the head coming up and down. Nothing is moving here, so your head stays still. The heels lift up, the heels peel down. You don't have to worry about the height of your heels. Just focus on 2 counts lift and 2 counts slower as you work into that movement, keeping the spine nice and light. Now from here we start to hinge forwards, and we keep the hinge forwards as with the heels up and down, single double the spine. We come from here to here, not here to here. So watch your hinge. You're hinging from the hips, you're not sticking your bottom back. So you've still got a tailbone lengthening down to the ground, you have the length of the spine there, we're still focusing on that pelvic awareness. So once more, if you're arching into your back, you're doing some booty touch. Drop the tailbone down, a slight touch, a very slight touch, drop down, draw into your centre. Keep going up 2 counts and down 2 counts with your single or your double heel raises there. Let's go for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Option to keep the heels up and on, otherwise modify the heels down. Now pulse your knees, you pulse and pulse. Keep drawing the abs and ribs in. If it's too much for the low back, just come upright like you were before. So come to stand upright, but keep your head, shoulders, hips in line if you are doing that. Otherwise, you stay in the hinge for me. Option to keep the hands and hips or reach your arms forward, so your palms facing in towards one another as you take that pulse and pulse. We hold in 4, get ready in 3, we hold in 2, stay down on 1, hold it here. Can your heels get higher? Can your knees get deeper? You are here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels down, legs straight, shuffle the feet in. Turn into face now. The short side of your mat for the lunge position. You might want to hold a bar here, like a chair or something. It's up to you, okay? So step in your left foot forwards, Step your right toes back and bring your right knee down to the ground. 2 90-degree bends here. Left knee over ankle, right knee under hip. Hands and hips all hand on something and hover your right knee back knee off the ground there. Again, keeping your head, shoulders and hips in alignment. Your right knee goes down and holds. It takes a drop and hold. So a little moment of pause there. Take it down and hold. You should be feeling this more in the right quads. It's more the right thigh that you're feeling it in at the front. Probably the left hamstrings that you're feeling it there, okay? Now again, we draw into the center. There's no arch on the back. 1, 2, whoops, 2. This time you're not hinging, there's no hinge here. So you're not in a forward fold, you're keeping the back upright. Right knee goes down and pause. Take it down and pause. So again, you're going to keep the lengthening through your spine. Keep working as you are. You go for 4. You go for 3. You go for 2, you start to pulse that right knee down, you're pulsing down and down. So the focus might very well be on the legs in terms of movement, but we also have the pelvic awareness, which means again you're watching the arch in the back. There's no bottom back, no arch in the spine. There's also no hinge here this time, keeping your head, your shoulders and your hips in alignment as you take that pulse and pulse. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold it here. Now you're going to squeeze your right thigh to the left. Squeeze the right thigh in. Squeeze it in. So right thigh squeezes to your left. You squeeze it in. You might even take your left heel off the ground for a challenge. Just another 4, 3, 2. Hold that squeeze. Get into the adductor in the thigh. Hold it here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, front heel down, step forward, shake it out. We go into the other side, so your right foot stays forward, your left foot comes back, bring your left knee down to the ground. So again, these holds will make sure you're holding. Right knee over ankle, left knee's under hip, 90-degree bends there, float that left knee off the ground, left knee goes down and pause. You take it down and pause, a little drop and pause. And again, we're still focused on the alignment of the spine and watching our pelvis, so keeping the head, shoulders, hips in alignment, no bum back, no hinge forwards, spine is aligned. Take it down and pause. Little drop and pause. Let's go for 4. Let's go for 3. Let's go for 2. From here you start to pulse that left knee down. You take a pulse and pulse. You exhale, pulse and pulse. Keep drawing into the middle of the body there. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Now squeeze your left thigh to the right. Squeeze it inwards. Squeeze it to the right. You might even take the right heel off the ground to touch balance. Again, keep in alignment for the spine there. Working to hold. You hold in 4. You hold in 3. You hold in 2. Hold that final squeeze and stay here. Just for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step the right foot back to meet your left foot back in the mat here. So your feet are hip distance parallel. We roll down the spine. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, nod your chin to chest. Roll down through your spine. Soften your knees. Tap the ground with your hands there. Inhale, pause. Exhale, so you come all the way out to standing. We do that 2 more times. So deep inhale in. Exhale, nod chin to chest. Roll down through your spine. Bend your knees. Your fingertips tap the ground. Inhale, pause. Exhale, so you come all the way out to standing. Next time we stay down. Deep inhale in. Exhale, chin to chest. Roll down through your spine. Now you walk yourself into a plank position. As you come into a plank position, your thumb and index fingers are together. So you're making a diamond shape between your thumb and index fingers here. Elbows nice and wide to the sides of the room. You either stay in a high plank, otherwise knees and shins down to modify your choice there. Into your push-ups, bending down for 2 counts and up for 2. Inhale to bend, exhale to extend. So if you have knees and shins down, you are here. Now specifically for knees and shins, watch your pelvis once more. It's not this. We're not in a tabletop with the back arching here and the chest leading. It's chest and abs down together. Lift your navel up, keep that spine aligned as you go down and up. Even if you're in the forward position, with your knees lifted, don't think about the range, you think about the core engagement. Lift the navel up, keep the pelvis in that alignment there as you take it down for 2. and then up for 2. Just another 4, 3, 2. Can you hold the bend in elbows and stay here? For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, into a child's pose. Toes together, knees outside the mat, reach your arms out in front, rest your forehead down and breathe. Deep inhales and exhales here. Walking the hands back in towards you, insert your fingers behind the body, press your palms together, lift your arms up away there and breathe. Nice and ready. That stretch, we'll take a quick stretch for your legs as well. So bring your hands into the mat, enter a tabletop straight briefly, step your left in between the hands there. Now from here, if it's okay for your knees, you want to bend your right knee and take your left hand behind. Draw the heel close, just get a quad stretch in that right side. If that's not for you, then have your hands come onto your front thigh. Sing the hips forward to get a stretch into the hip flexor instead there. So either the hip flexor or the quad stretch depends on what's good for you. Hold there, breathe, deep inhales and exhales. Then we'll take a hamstring stretch here. Release toes out behind you, frame your left foot. Sit back into a half split. Lengthening through your back as you lengthen through your leg. Hips nice and square, then left your back right and forwards. Bring the left hand on the left leg, so left knee back. Right foot comes in between hands, right knee over your ankle. So you either go into a quad stretch here, and that's okay for your knee, or into more of the hip flexor stretch here, if you need to release into this one to extend your choice, and breathe, deep inhales and exhales. Then releasing out that stretch, frame your right foot, come into the hamstring stretch, point the right toes up to ceiling, draw the right hip back, left forward, square the hips, lengthen your spine, then into that stretch, deep breaths. Bring the right hand on the right leg, swing the right knee back, and then find yourself coming onto your back from here. And we're more kind of glute and some hamstring base work once more. So once you come onto your back, for your back dancing seat, you want your feet to be hips and parallel. Your heels close enough, you just about take your heels with your fingers. Now think pelvic tilt here is not a bridge. So from here, draw the navel down, press your back down and tuck the tailbone under. If you have a look at me right now, my back is laying down. It's just my tailbone is tucked, my pelvis is lifted. You are not here. Your low back does not come off the mat. It's a little tuck in the pelvis, okay? Make sure you've got enough under your head as well, so your head is nice and flat here. Arms down beside you. I'm just going to move my arms so you can see. Take a little tuck and pause. A little tuck and pause. It's like a tap and lift the pelvis. It's a tap and lift. But your back stays down the entire time there. Okay, so a little tuck the pelvis and pause, a little tuck and pause. Keep your abdominals drawing down the whole time here. Now as we take that tuck and pause, we want to engage more into the right glute here. So lift your left leg up into a tabletop, the left leg comes up into tabletop. So the left leg is lifted and the right foot stays down. And by keeping the right foot down, we're engaging the right glute more here. So again, it's a little tuck and pause, a little tuck and pause. Ground down into the right foot, into your palms and hands, into your shoulders staying down. As you tuck the pelvis under, draw the navel down to your spine so you have that core engagement, working into the right hand side here. Let's go for 4. Let's go for 3. Let's go for 2. Hold that tuck. Now keep your pelvis lifted off the ground. You should be able to slide your hands under your pelvis so it's lifted. Again, the low back stays down, but the pelvis is going to stay activated here. Now to keep the pelvis lifted, extend the left leg up to ceiling. Left leg lowers down for 2 counts. Flex foot, go up for 2. Point toes, lower down for 2. Flex foot, go up for 2. Now, as you're working the lower and lifting up the left leg, you only need to let the left leg up in the same height as the right knee. So all the way down to the ground is not necessary, because your focus is to keep your pelvis lifted the whole time. If your pelvis is flat on the ground, you're not working in the right way. So you want to always be able to slide your hands underneath your pelvis. That's a good test for you there. As you lower down for 2, point toes, flex foot, go up for 2. You should be feeling this on the right side, into that hamstrings, into glute there. Just for 4. just for 3, just for 2. Keep the left leg up in 1. Again, keep the pelvis lifted. Let's get everyone to this left side. Take a little bend of the knee and press. A little bend of the knee and press. It's a micro bend and extend. Really bend and extend on that left hand side there. So keep the left foot flexed. Little bend and extend. Leading with the heel as we into that movement, we speed it up. You bend, press, bend, press, bend, press, bend, press. That bend should be a flicker of a bend, no more than that. Again, your focus primarily is to keep your pelvis lifted off the ground. So think navel sitting down and low back stays and push onto that mat. Option to reach your arms up, palms face in towards one another as we press that left knee, still feeling it in that right hand side. You hold in 4, get ready in 3, you hold in 2, extend that left leg long on 1, pelvis still lifted for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, just hold it here. Now from here, you want to lower your pelvis down to ground. Bring your arms to come down to ground and that left leg is still lifted, okay? Left leg comes all the way down to ground there. You are rolling onto your left hand side. So roll onto your left hand side so that your right leg is on top. I'm going to do a quick change over so I'm still mirroring you. But your right leg should be the top leg here, okay? Now once you're on your side, bring your left elbow underneath your shoulder and then you want to bend your knees. Now as you bend your knees, have your heels, your hips and your shoulder alignment. So your heels, your right hip and shoulder alignment here. Heels together, toes apart for your clams. You lift up for 2 counts and then down for 2 counts. Move the right leg lifting up and down. So you're still focusing on working on the right leg, the right should be on top. That leg was still working. It was the right leg you were working before in your back dancing seat. That's what we're working down the side leg clams here. In terms of pelvic awareness, watch this, okay? I'm exaggerating, there's no rolling back and forth. Keep your hips nice and stacked. I encourage you to take your right hand onto your right hip and roll it forwards so your hip stays stacked and your pelvis stays still under control. For slightly hard variation, you can always focus your left heel off the ground, but keep your heels glued together there as lift up and down. Let's go for 4. Let's go for 3. Let's go for 2. You start to pulse that right leg up. You take a pulse and pulse, so wrapping back and back. Now as this left shoulder here, it has a purpose. We're not sinking into it like this, you're pushing out of the left hand side. So your obliques active here as you push away, but working into the right side glute med over here. Let's go for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here. Now as you hold it here, if your left foot is to release it down, extend your right nice and long. Toes pointed, make small circles in any direction and nice and small and controlled. Keep pushing out of your left hand side. Just another 4. Let's go for 3. Let's go for 2. Change direction, go the opposite way. Just for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Flex that right foot and lift and pause. Lift up and pause. Keep the hips nice and stacked. Again, think that pelvic control there. You're holding in 4, in 3, in 2. Keep that right leg up on 1, hold there. Push up left hand side. You might even reach right arm out as well. Just 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And have a little push back to it. We'll stretch in a moment. We'll come back to your back dancing seat first, now for the other side. So once you are laying down onto your back, again your feet are hips and parallel, heels close up to your heels and fingers. Arms down beside you, palms flat, shoulders down. Again, think about trying to navel down as you exhale, lifting the pelvis an inch off the ground, and that is your starting point. The back stays down, take a little tuck and pause. A little tuck and pause. As you're tucking under, you're drawing the navel down to keep your back down there, okay? Little tuck and pause. Little tuck and pause. Now as we keep going here, just have a moment to stay still. Bring down your right leg up into tabletop. Tabletop. Again, your pelvis is still lifted, but keep tucking and pause it there. Keep tucking and pause it there. So now we're activating the left side glute as we work into that movement. Shoulders and hands grounded. Left foot grounded. As you tuck and pause, keep going here. Let's go for 4. Let's go for 3. Let's go for 2. Holding that tuck so the pelvis is lifted, but the low back is down. Extend the right leg nice and long. Lower down 2 counts. Flex foot, lift up for 2. Point toes down for 2. Flex foot up for 2. Now don't forget you're keeping your pelvis very much off the ground there. So you should be able to slide your hands underneath that left side quite easily. And as you're lowering and lifting your leg, the leg only needs to go to the same height as your left knee and lower. Point your toes on the right side to come down. Flex foot to come up. You should feel that in the left glute into the left hamstrings there. Let's go for 4. Let's go for 3. Let's go for 2. Keep the right leg up, right foot flex. Now take a little bend of the right knee and extend. Little bend and extend. And again, you should be able to take your hands underneath your glute there. So make sure the pelvis is still lifted and the back is much certainly down that mat. So micro bend to the knee, the right knee, and then lead with the heels push up. Micro bend and push. Mini bend and push. Let's go for 4. Let's go for 3. Let's go for 2. From here you speed it up on the right side, you bend, press, bend, press, bend, press. And again, even though the left side's not moving, you should be actually feeling that left glute there. Let's go for 8. Maybe arms come up, palms is in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Get pelvis lifted just for 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay still. Let the arms come back down to the ground. Release the pelvis down, but it comes all the way down here. Okay, so you're now rolling onto your right hand side. So it comes round onto your right hand side, your left leg is still on top. So your right elbow comes underneath you, under the shoulder. Your heels, your left hip, left shoulder in a nice straight line there. Heels together, toes apart, intra-side leg clams. So left thigh opens up for 2 counts, and then down for 2. It comes up for 2, and then down for 2. So again, we're not rocking back and forth, we're keeping the pelvis under control, that pelvic awareness. I encourage you to take your left hand onto your left hip and roll it forward so it stays in the right position. Option to float your right heel off the ground, keep the heels glued together as you work into that side line clam here. Let's go for another 4. Let's go for 3. Let's go for 2. Keep the left thigh lifted. Now back your left thigh back and back. So working into the glute meet the side glute as you wrap back and back. So having that pelvic awareness, just watch your volume back necessarily. Keep the hips nice and stacked here. For 4, 3, lift out for your right side. 2, hold here for 1. If the right heel is lifted, lower the right heel down, extend the left leg nice and long, point your toes. Make small circles in any direction. Moving from the hip joints. Let's go for 4. Let's go for 3. Let's go for 2. Change direction, go the opposite way for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here now. Flex that left foot. Lift the left leg up and pause. Lift up and pause. Keep pushing out the right hand side, so looking into that right shoulder there. Option to extend the left arm long as you work to your hold. You hold in 4, in 3, in 2. Keep that left leg up and 1. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Let's stretch out those glutes. Come lay down onto your back. As you come down onto your back, take your right foot across the left thigh. You can press your right hands into the right thigh or into the skins behind your left knee. Hug into your chest. You might use your right elbow to anchor right side down to get into a deep glute stretch there. Breathe. Deep inhales and exhales. Once in a moment, let's stretch out. Release your left foot down, release your right foot down, then we change sides. Take your left foot across your right thigh. So if you can press your left hand into the left thigh or into the skins behind your right knee. Hug it into your chest, then use your left elbow to anchor left side down and breathe there. Deep inhales and exhales. And then once you've now stretched both sides of through, just release your feet back down to the ground. We're staying on your back for your flat back on the floor here. Have your arms come down beside you. Float legs up to tabletop, right leg comes up, left leg comes up, glue the legs together. Now watch your back. We're working at pelvic lumbar stabilization here. So yes, your back can have a natural gap between lower back and mat, but when you start moving the legs, there's no arch. There's none of this. We're not going to arch the back to get legs up. No, we keep the back nice and neutral here. Arms down beside you, palms flat into the mat. Let the right toes go down for 2 counts, and lift up for 2. Now keep the knees bent. Left toes go down for 2, and up for 2. So little toe taps here, but your knees stay bent the whole time. Okay, there's no straight legs right now. You're just moving from the hip joint. So make sure that you're doing a movement from the thigh going out and in. So when I say thigh, you're moving your femur bone, your thigh bone in the hip joint. It's not a knee flexion, so it's not this. Just watch you don't do this movement where you bend the knee and extend. It's moving in the hip joint as you go down and up. So physically move your thigh away from you and then back in, but by maintaining a bent knee position, so you're working your hip disassociation there. Now remember what I said at the start, keep your back still. If your back is trying to arch, draw the navel down more. It might mean for you have to imprint your back. If you have to imprint your back, that's fine, but your back does not arch, get the legs down lower. So don't worry about toes just keep touching the ground. If your toes don't touch, it's not a problem. Focus more on core engagement, the abdominals being engaged there, and the back staying nice and still. Now you might do both legs together. This is where the back is more like to arch as well, by the way. So again, don't worry about touching the ground, just keep the back down. So away for 2, and then up for 2. So single or double. Double obviously being a harder option. So if I show you a double, you're more likely to do the arch, okay? So you're more likely to do this. You keep the back down. Neutral position, a slight gap is fine, an imprint if you need to, okay? But your focus is not toes physically touching the ground, it's the back staying still. So working at pelvic lumbar stabilization, you still have the pelvic focus and awareness here for the class, okay? Now to get more abdominal engagement, interlace the hands behind your head, lift the chest up, elbows to your supervision. So you can do that with the single leg option, or you can do the double leg option, going away for 2, and then up for 2. And again, we're watching the back trying to arch, keep your back still. Just number 4, let's go for 3, let's go for 2, knees and now pulse inches, pulse the knees in and in, take a pulse and pulse. If you need to have your head down to modify, it's absolutely fine, but ideally you have your hands behind your head, with your head and chest lifted as one option. Another option is arms nice and long, your palms are facing up to the ceiling as you pulse your knees in and in. If you want another option from here, so slightly hard option, your legs are straight and pulse, straight legs to come in and in. But again, watch your back, keep that pelvis under control as you pulse in and in. Just for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Shoulders drawing down to your ribs, so connecting the shoulders there. Abs drawing down, bent knees, straight legs. Ideally your head is up right now, but head down if you can modify. Hands behind the head or arms on your options. Just for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands behind your thighs, bend your knees, roll onto your feet for a high cow. So your feet hip distance. Take the hands behind your thighs, tuck the tailbone, squeeze your abdominals, shoulders stay high on your knees. You take it, tuck the pelvis and hold. Tuck and hold. Little tuck and hold. Okay, so a little rock back and forth the pelvis, tuck and hold. As you tuck your navel downwards, so tuck and draw navel down. Tuck navel down. That gets that core engagement once more. Hands behind your thighs, a little bit easier. Take the arms nice and long, a little bit hard here. Now ideally ground down into your feet, but if the toes want to lift, that's fine. Ground down to your heels instead as an option if you need to. Let's speed it up. You take a tuck and tuck, you take a tuck and tuck. Keep sinking navel down as you tuck your tailbone under. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that tuck. Now reach from side to side, okay? Like someone is trying to pull you from side to side to work into your obliques, it's that lateral movement, but not like this. You'll move really carefully, don't kind of over-exaggerate it so much you're doing this thing. Just think you're reaching forwards. You're reaching forwards. You're reaching forwards. It's not a big kind of rock from side to side. Think small and controlled as you go from side to side here. Just for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Come back to the centre. Navel draws down. Keep shoulders higher than the knees. Bring your feet in towards you. Feet together. Maybe the heels come off the ground. The toes might float off into tabletop. Into straight legs. Your tries hold here. Just 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Loosen across your ankles and come on to your front here for your back extension to end with. Swing to your belly. Your feet are slightly separated. We're going to press the pelvis down into the mat. With the belly button away from that, palms into your thighs. Keep the feet down. Inhale, lengthen head chest to come up. Exhale to release. Inhale, lengthen head chest to come up. Exhale to release. Prioritize the lengthening. It's not a back bend, it's a length over height. Just for 4, just for 3, just for 2. Stay up 1, pelvis down, belly button lifts, toes touch an inch. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release down with your hands beside you. Push up back into a child's pose. Toes together, knees outside the mat, back to heels and breathe here. Deep inhales and exhales, rest your forehead down. Walk the hands back in towards you. Interlace your fingers in front of your body. Round your arms up, back and shoulders, trying to put your hands apart. Big back stretch there. Press the palms forwards. Start to reach your hands up to ceiling. Let the arms come all the way out, around and down. Interlace fingers behind you. Press your palms together. Lift your arms up away from your body. Release down, have a hand beside you. Bring your right hand up and over, tap the lateral flexion of the spine there. Nice little side stretch. Extend through to the finger. Come back through centre, right hand down, left hand comes up and over. Find that extension to the side body. And then come back through centre, hands down. That is you all done for today. As always, thank you for joining me. I hope you liked that pelvic awareness focus bar class today. As always, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, do go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell to get notified each time I upload a new video on a weekly basis. Next time, I'm